You subscribe to the channel for more daily uploads? And you followed me on Twitch? Who do you think you are? This hand looks awful. I'm gonna mulligan it. This hand also looks awful. Okay, we'll go to 5. I need my 1-drop. I'm putting back the 1-drop. I don't need a 1-drop on the draw. I'll be fine. They won't Ragav on me, right? Not that I would block anyways. Springleaf Drum, so it's Hammer. We should have a good Hammer time matchup. Keyword should. Doesn't mean it'll play out like that. Khalni Garden, perfect. Chef's Kiss. Let me upload this deck to the Stream Decker. To the Stream Decker machine. Grazer Yawg. Alright, Grazer Yawg's up there. Ultra. Ultra's like pretty annoying. I think I should be able to beat it. As long as they don't stick a hammer on it. Seems unlikely given how few cards they have. And there's no... There's no Geralf's Messenger, so I don't need to fetch triple black for anything. Taking 5. Ouch. Can we afford one more turn of setup? Shadow Spear. Maybe. Could put like Strangleroot Geist here. And then with the Strangleroot Geist, I could chord for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can only chord for 3. I could chord for 2 and pay for the tax, so I can go get... this is interesting. Go chord for like 2nd Strangleroot. Eldritch Evolution into the Yawg. Then I would need... Yeah, I think I just deploy the creatures this turn. I think that's probably fine. Pass and I'll chord for something at instant speed. For the Esper Sentinel trigger. Equip Shadow Spear. Sure. I'll go get a Blood Artist. If they Mana Tithe me, well, they got me. I don't think they're playing Mana Tithe though. I'll cancel. I gotta float 1 first. Chord for 2. Pay the tax. Get me a Blood Artist. I'm getting a Hapatra, but I'm really low on life. So 1, 2, 3. Eldritch Evolution turns Strangleroot into a Yawg. I'm not going to pay the tax this time. Because I need this 1 green to be able to cast a Young Wolf. Minus, sack the plant. Save targets, always yield. Yeah, this is the Grazer version. Arboreal Grazer, correct. And give this -1. Sack the Strangleroot. We got some draws. What's up, hamster? The number of draws is getting slimmer. I guess I could play Boseiju. Play Wall of Roots. Float a green. Sack here. Need to draw Young Wolf. Hapatra, you're so late to the party. So unbelievably late to the party. It's another Strangleroot. No! Oh, Boseiju Shadow Spear. Okay. I guess I'm not dead. I hope I'm not dead. I could be. They have a way of equipping a hammer, I'm dead. I don't know if there's a different way I could have done that. What's up, Burnt? Not dead. Not dead. Okay, okay. I hope. I think. Should we play Hapatra for the style points? Just to swag on Ed? I think the answer is, of course. Make a snake. Sack the snake, make a snake. Sack the snake, make a snake. I wasn't done making snakes. What's up, Patreons? I don't even know if I'm saying your name right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. Thank you for the Prime. Welcome back for the 3 months. I appreciate you. Sorry if I butchered your name. Close enough. We'd take those. I've only been butchering it for 3 months. What do I want more of? No, this isn't a DT cosplay stream. This deck has Arboreal Grazer in it. But it kind of is, because I am wearing the flannel. So, it kind of go down in evolution. I mean, Grist is good in this matchup. I probably don't need all 4, though. You're a firm believer in selling snake oil? Good luck finding snake oil. It's expensive for a reason. Incredibly time-consuming and dangerous to harvest. Can't keep it. Mulligan. I guess I can keep this hand. Not the best. Put back Blood Artist? I'm talking about Venom. You're talking about snake oil. Isn't Venom just technically snake oil? In a way. It's like, alright, gotta go oil my snakes. You coming over some burgers and brats? Yeah, I got you. I'll be there in 20 days. I'm walking. Do this and then pass. I'm going to put the hammer in. Then I can exile the Cigar to Zeta, or I can just exile the hammer. It can take far more than 20 days. Probably. To walk from California to wherever you are. You're like Mid-Eastern? Middle Eastern? I don't know where you are. I don't know what part of the US you're in. I forgot. Not available? Hold up. Not available. That can't be right. Should I get rid of the 8 or the hammer? If I have a pure steel paladin. Do I care about that? Should I just chord instead? What happens if I chord instead? I don't want to see where they equip this first. By bike, it's 9 days, no problem. So if I chord for an undying creature, I don't need to do that. I can chord for 1, or for Essence Warden. Nah, it's not worth. Not worth. Let's eat this hammer. We'll Khalni Garden, putting in work. You may draw a card. I always want to make fun of Ed. All the time, at every given moment. Damn, that's messed up. You're only making me stronger, opponent. You're accelerating me. Hammer's like our best matchup. Let's get sewed. Now he's got a mess, a big enough board to the point where we can go Hapatra, chord for Yawg, and win the game. Imagine saying this card's bad when it's about to win me the game against Hammer, our best matchup. Oh. I drew a Yawg. I think I still go Hapatra. Chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect amount. I'm gonna wait for them to tap low though. They could have a Mana Tide, and if I get Mana Tide, I would just have to end the stream. What is Scurry Oaks? I'm gonna need an exclamation mark card on that one. Are you gonna give up? I didn't even show you the chord yet. Marshmallow Malovsky. Mulligan. Mulligan Malovsky. Put back Grist. Might be a mistake. I think Nissa is probably slightly weaker or on par with Acto's Scam, and it's significantly stronger than Grix's Scam. I'd probably put it on par with like the Blood Tithe Harvester version. I think the Dothy version is the strongest right now. Dothy just is so good. It's so good at the moment. That is right, Joel. Welcome back for the 6 months. How's it, Bob? Called your bluff, opponent. Tribal Flames? My poor wall. What did my wall do to you? Spittin'? Bars? Bluff. Well, that normally would have killed it if they had good mana, but they don't. This kind of sucks without Ren and 6 3D. I'm gonna sacrifice this plant to kill this. You need a constant stream of lands. And the best way to get a constant stream of lands is via Ren and 6. Not on a good draw. They don't want to play anymore. I was just gonna get a Yawg. I hate it when you have to choose between good cards. Really grinds my gears when I have to decide what card to kill my opponent with. Ren and 6 or Blood Moon. I don't want to get Zoo. Fatal Push. Pylon that I already brought in. Sheoldred maybe is fine. Don't want Shaper Sanctuary. In with the good cards, out with nothing. I like the way you think. Somebody hire this person. Alrighty. Turn 1 Young Wolf. Sign me up. You're professional at tilting people with how you sideboard. It's a craft. Sounds like you've mastered it. Kavu. Pylon. We must construct additional pylons. I think I'm gonna take a hit from that Kavu. Look at a streamer who actually wears pants. You'd be correct. We require more Vespian gas. I gotta go Grist kill Kavu. Also Grist kill Scion. I hate shorts. Shorts make me feel like I'm naked. I don't know why. Couldn't explain it to you. Just makes me feel like I'm naked in public. Hold up. Maybe it's because I am. I think I'm just convoking this pylon. You feel naked. Are you sure you put the shorts on? I think so. Kind of annoying. I think I'm gonna chump block the insect on the Kavu, and then convoke the pylon on the Scion. You can't feel comfortable being naked at home? Not while I'm streaming. Or if I like forget that I'm not wearing pants and I stand up, it's over. Dingo's on live stream fails for the rest of time. Did you rip the shirt off on stream? Yeah, well, that's not wearing pants. Short stream when it's your hot tub stream. Yeah, Dingo sure shows third leg on stream. Like, I'm good. I'm good on that. Things that I could avoid in my lifetime. That right there. They don't have a summer now. Will the clip end up on X file? X video, X file? Yeah, maybe. Strangleroot Geist, Chord of Calling. I think I've been both of these. Not super interested in them. This Rest in Peace is mad annoying too. How dare you bolt my Grist? You'll pay for that. We just pass here. Into the rocks. How do you beat that Grazer Yawg deck? We're gonna figure out. We can lose with it. First and foremost. That's really good. Hold on, step bro, in your upkeep. I'm gonna get Hapatra, and I think I should be okay. Chord, Hapatra, kill their board, go to not very much life. Hope they don't have a Tribal Flames. I guess I don't have to kill Kavu, but I will kill Scion. Yeah, I don't need to kill Kavu. I think I'm gonna shrink this Kavu. Make 2 Death Touchers though. Draws were not great. It's okay. Or Kavu. Well, I got Death Touchers now. Chord of Calling for the win. Wall of Roots. Most certainly not great draws. I'm at 1. Blood Artist. Blood Artist. Okay. We're not in a great spot. I don't even want to proliferate. It's not even worth it. Okay, Essence Warden then. Essence Warden would be the draw. Doesn't it still trigger on tokens? How does that work? Does it not trigger on tokens? I know there's like one special corner case scenario where it will trigger on tokens, but I don't think it does work on tokens since they aren't cards. I don't remember the scenario where tokens will work, but actual creatures won't. Those were not the best draws. There's the chord. You don't want this Haywire Mite. Just thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. No, Force of Vigor seems like overboarding to me. Potentially overboarding anyways. It sucks. I'm gonna ship it. I don't really like this hand either, but we'll keep this one. I'll keep it. Hey Doxy, thank you for the follow as well. I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'll keep it. Dies equals enters graveyard from play. So it wouldn't work with tokens either. I don't remember the corner case scenario where tokens would actually count still. I know there's one like very specific way in which tokens would count, and now I'm failing to forget what it was. I'm just gonna pass. This is another reason why playing on an automated client is so great. It's because I don't have to think about these things. I can just see how they work. And then never forget. They go to the graveyard and then disappear. So if they go to the graveyard, then disappear, but the opponent has a Rest in Peace out, I can core for 2 here. I don't think it's worth it. Could draw Yawg though. Maybe they have Denial. They could have Denial. Rest in Peace says cards are exiled, but tokens aren't cards. And they have Stubborn Denial. Okay. Rip says cards or tokens. Okay. Good to know. I think it was Rest in Peace then. Must have been another card. Like Leyline? Does Leyline work that way? I gotta read the Oracle text on Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace. If a card or token... Does Leyline say token? I don't think Leyline says token. Take a lot of damage. Okay, so if you have a Yawgmoth and a Blood Artist and a token, and your opponent has a Rest in Peace, it still won't trigger because Rest in Peace says token, but if your opponent has a Leyline, it still will trigger because Leyline says non-token. Good to know, chat. That's like a minor, small interaction that Yawgmoth players should probably know. Bet DT knew that. I'm gonna ask him later, see if he actually knew that. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's go Wall of Roots and the Eldritch Evolution sack Strangleroot. Might have to get a Grist here. Pop this Scion. Build a Fairy if possible. What'd you miss? So, we were discussing the logistics between... Am I dead to Tribal Flames? The logistics between if Blood Artist triggers off of a token being sacrificed on Rest in Peace versus Leyline. Rest in Peace has the word tokens on it, so... Okay, I'm going to 1. And Leyline does not say token, so it'll trigger through Leyline, but not a Rest in Peace. And I'm so dead. Sheoldred, right on time. I guess that gains me some life. Yeah, Rip says tokens on it. I actually had to check the Oracle text just to make sure. Top deck, does that save me? Technically, saves me. Not looking good against Zoo. Against Burn. Yep, I could have sacrificed Young Wolf, pop one of these, and have a 2-2 against a 5-5, but if they have any removal, I'm just dead. So, I guess I'm just dead to any removal anyways. Not much changes about that. At least now I have a Grist. I still need to top deck a creature. Armourglyph. I give up. That's also what I disliked about Pioneer for a while. Yeah, Pioneer, you also get, like, bad mana and mana screwed more often. Because the format has, like, little to no card selection. So you're kind of at the mercy of your top decks. Should we attack with everything? Actually, I'm gonna attack with the plant, but not the Grazer. We gotta show M. Hayashi we mean business. Yeah, the options to interact do exist in Modern Legacy, for the most part. Pioneer does not have very good removal. And because it lacks, like, the threats, Pioneer has the problem where the threats are more powerful than the answers, and Modern has the exact opposite problem where the answers are more powerful than the threats. Is that fair to say? I think that's pretty fair to say. Yeah, I think choices matter the most in Legacy, because Brainstorm is a card that offers you the most choices. You can't have more choices than playing the card Brainstorm. Alright, let's send it. Let me just send him with everything. If you want to pop a Blast Zone, that's okay. Trade for the other one. Oh, they're gonna jump. Interesting. Oh, a lot of hate. A lot of haterade over there, M. Hayashi. Somebody's drinking the hate. And speaking of interaction, speaking of the answers being better than the threats, here's Unholy Heat and Fury to absolutely rain on my parade. Unholy Heat is probably one of the best cards they printed in a long time. Unholy Heat is crazy. And I think that card slides under the radar a lot of the time. This card's fucked. 6 damage, 1 mana? How is that allowed? Yeah, why is it an instant? Card just does so much. Stop it. Stop with the Furies. Everybody brought their scam decks today. Their Fury decks. They were out for blood against Yawgmoth. I actually think Binding is less suppressive than Heat to a degree. Because Binding at least requires you to play a greedy mana base, so you're susceptible to cards like Blood Moon. Whereas on Holy Heat, you have to be 2 colors. 2 red. And you can just get the 1 mana murder everything. That's fine. Yeah, bad day to be an X1 enjoyer. I don't know why I'm holding on to this Grazer. I can also like Boseiju it. There's some outs to Leyline Binding, whereas like Unholy Heat's forever. Unholy Heat's just sadness. Greedy mana bases are a lot less punished than graveyards. Are they though? A lot of the graveyard hate that people are playing right now are like pretty committal pieces of graveyard hate. So if a deck is just incidentally running Unholy Heat, like Jund for example, where you don't necessarily want graveyard hate, it can be very powerful. But yeah, I see what you're saying. My Blood Artist. To reprint Price of Progress, my board. I'm out of black sources. M. Hayashi, stop. I'm starting to hate creativity a lot, just because creativity is the mishmash of like all the best removal in the format. It's got Renin 6, it's got Spell Pierce, it's got Lightning Bolt, Leyline Binding, it's got Teferi. It's ridiculous how much good removal they get to play. And they get to play like an incidental 4 to 5 mana, oops, I win the game. I hate playing against creativity. Creativity's not fun to play against, in my humble opinion. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Splinter Twin, in a way. It's the deck is structured like old Splinter Twin was. Is Price of Progress or Back to Basics more likely to be printed in Modern? Neither. I don't think Modern's the type of format to see either of those cards be printed into it. Maze Mind Tome? How many autographs have I given out? I think I've signed 5 cards in my life. I signed a playset of Soul of Wind Graces, and I signed a Kahira. And I signed E-Philly's playmat. That counts. What is this? Destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle, draw a card. That seems terrible. Why are you playing that? Hayashi too lost in the sauce. Is this whenever a permanent, whenever a creature? I'm taking it anyways. I was hoping it was permanent, so whenever he stone rains, I get to draw a card. How'd I feel signing a card for the first time? I actually hadn't, like, practiced a signature, so I signed it like a 2-year-old trying to learn cursive the first time, and I was like, wait, I should actually, like, learn how to do a good signature. And I practiced my signature after that, and now I sign cards decently well. The first one that I signed, the Kahira, looks like an actual child signed it. That's like the super collector's edition. Back to Basics is better than Blood Moon, I think. It must be worth like $5 or something, probably. Although, I will say, there's going to be a decent amount of like 4-color matchups where you might actually want Blood Moon over Back to Basics just because they have so much exile-based enchantment removal that if you get to untap one time, you just get to like kill the Back to Basics. Yeah, my signature probably devalued it by like 450 on average. But I think if you fetch around a Blood Moon, it's not that hard to play around a Blood Moon. I don't know. But the thing about Back to Basics is the fact that if you catch your opponent when they're tapped out, they just die, right? They just have like no outs from there. You just get to Armageddon them. Would you sign a Black Lotus? I would be like, are you sure you want me to sign this? Are you sure you want me to devalue your $500,000 Alpha Black Lotus with my shaky hand and my signature? But yeah, I'd probably do it. If they were like, yeah, I don't care. I'd be like, alright, I mean, that's your money, not mine. I'm honored. But yeah, probably. Profusely sweating as I'm like making marker connect with Alpha Black Lotus. Bead of sweat drops off of my forehead onto the Alpha Black Lotus, combined with the ink of the Sharpie, smears the card entirely. I ruined the Alpha Black Lotus. I turn around to them and I go, I gotta go. And I sprint out of the building. That's how I imagine it would go. Something like that. Spike said he wouldn't sign a Black Lotus. I think I would. I would just be like, are you really sure that this is what you want? If they were like, this is all that matters to me in life, I'd be like, alright. What if it was a proxy Black Lotus? That would not feel bad. Why aren't you playing Bank Buster? Just play Bank Buster. Does Hayashi know Bank Busters in the format? I'd eat it. And don't tell him. I like Bank Buster's just so much better. Is Hayashi the personification of hold on, let him cook? Hayashi reminds me of like Trellin. They're just like off cooking in the corner by themselves. Whereas like imagine everybody else is in like a master banquet cooking together. And you got Hayashi and Trellin just in the back at their own stations just cooking the same meal over and over. Flame Blitz? Who let him cook? I want whatever Hayashi's taking. Well, right now, Hayashi's taking these insect beats. Alright, right now I'm taking the Fury beats. It's fucking raw! know what's funny? I was actually going through and watching some of the old Hell's Kitchen clips. And I was like, damn, Gordon Ramsay said some really unhinged shit on TV back in the day. He did not care. I can't believe they let him say some of the stuff he said. But then again, early 2000s TV was a different time. That stuff would not slide nowadays. Yeah, think about all the stuff he said that they cut out. Oh, stop. M. Hayashi, please. I can only handle so much fury. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He's dead. I give up. I might want this Grist back in. It is pretty good against Fury. I trim a couple Chord of Calling. Like the Haywire Mite for whatever nonsense they have. Maze Mind Tome, which should just be Bank Buster. Manadork go. Bye, Manadork. We 3-1 this morning. But yeah, we have not been doing too hot in the modern prelims as of late. Been a minute since I 4-1'd one of them, or 4-0'd one of them. Yeah, I was 1-0 permanently not too long ago. Those were my glory days. Yeah, 1 in 16 chance. Get him, Grazer. Emotional damage. 1 point of emotional damage. Do I just win now? Probably. I peaked. I fell off. I fell off a while ago. Oh man, more fury. Who could have foreseen this? Time slash. Or second fury. 2 furies. Alright, that Sheoldred traded for 4 cards. And they're probably still gonna win this game. This Zelda song's kind of a bop. How many furies you got, man? That's very not cash money of you. Very not cash money. Well, I probably have to blow up this Fury with Pylon. Dingo alerting that you could play 4 Furies. I'm sick of this. I quit. I just traded for this. I should probably just trade for this, right? Maybe I don't do it with the Mana Source. Maybe I do it with the Essence Warden. Because I need to keep this in case I draw Yawg. And we'll pile on the Fury. This is where M. Hayashi goes. Crack treasure token. Undying. Or just 4th Fury. We'll keep a Yoggster on top. And Hayashi has nothing. Your turn, M. Hayashi. That's bait. I'm not blocking. That's pure bait. 4th Fury? Oh, Shatter Skull X4. Yeah, I suppose. I was also about to mold. I'm running out of Yawgs. I'm actually out of Yawgs, right? I'm out of Yawgs? Oh no, I milled all my Yawgs. Well, on the bright side, I can endurance my Yawgs back into my deck, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Yeah, mill the endurance next too. My Grist. Can't mill it if my Grist is dead. I'm going to get that endurance now. Yeah, we're playing Yawg between rounds of the prelim. I wanted to register Yawg in the prelim, but I wasn't fast enough. So now we have prowess in the prelim and we're 1-2. Unholy Heat off the top. War crime of a card. They exiled all 4 Furies, actually. They're out of Fury. But they could draw other modern staples like Maze Mine Tome. I finally killed this Goblin Shaman. It took so long. My Grist! I'm playing the Arboreal Grazer Golgari Rot Farm list. My Grist is back! Welcome back, Grist. Murktide is definitely not hella mid. The only reason Murktide's considered hella mid is because there's, I would say the pilots of the deck are maybe not the best. My Grist! Take out that Maze Mine Tome. And my Ashi's killed like 4 Grists now. It's kind of insane. Draw Endurance and Endurance them. I think Maze Mine Tome was the bigger threat than Flame Blitz for sure. See if they want to pop the Blast Zone. Popping the Blast Zone doesn't accomplish very much. Besides not to. Yeah, but that doesn't mean Murktide's bad because the other decks are easier, right? But I do agree with you. I think that Creativity and Rhinos are better tournament decks just because of the simplicity of them. But I don't think it's fair to say that it's a very mid deck, because it's not true. Like, Murktide's a great deck. Ah, yes. Rot Farm. Excellent. Now I can bounce this Twilight Mire. All according to plan. Bye. When you look strictly at the results of Murktide, yeah, the deck looks mid because it's very popular and a lot of newer, less experienced players will pick it up because it's blue-red and people love blue-red and being able to cast spells and make decisions. If you play against a very experienced and seasoned Murktide player, the deck feels incredibly powerful and like you're playing a whole different game, right? So I don't think you can look at Murktide through a single lens here of just looking at the results of Murktide. It's just not going to paint the full picture. I'm going to draw some more cards here. Chord of Calling. 2, 3, 4. I can chord for Hapatra. Sign me up. It's time to make Snicks. Where's my Hapatra? Oh, it's exiled. Well, shit. I'll just get a Strangleroot instead. Flame Bliss is probably good enough. And given the fact that it kills Grist and it has cycling, that's probably fine. You just cycle it when it's bad. And Maze Mind Tome putting in work. They're out of Furies. All 4 of the Furies are exiled right now. So Hayashi doesn't have that much to draw to. Devbo! Ah! Devbo, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome back for the 4 months. Could have played the 5th in paper. True. Alright, beat Hayashi. We beat the Fury pile. Yeah, I'm putting DT out of a job right now. As if DT even streams. DT pretends to stream. He does make-believe streams. I'll keep his hand, it's decent. His prowess looks so good until the last second. If you're like a couple points short and then you can't close out the game, it feels awful. It doesn't happen that often, but sometimes it does, and it's just devastating. Damn, I've been streaming for 3 hours already. Doesn't even feel like it. Time flies when you're talking shit, or something like that. I think that's the saying. Been struggling with GDS recently. I actually kind of want to play a GDS league after this. If we have time. Depends on how long this league will go. But I'll probably jam a GDS league. I've been really liking GDS. I played it with Breach, though. I kind of want to try it with Kroxa. Yeah, I mean, like, GDS is always going to be weak to Chalice. Doesn't matter if it's Breach GDS or Kroxa GDS. Chalice will dunk on you. I guess I'm playing this Peatland and then Wall of Roots, leave up Boseiju. I feel like with GDS, it's been long enough where GDS wasn't. I actually tap poorly. That's okay. Now they won't suspect the Boseiju. They're totally gonna suspect the Boseiju. I feel like GDS has been like out of the loop enough to the point where it's cool to play it again. Hammer. I'll let that slide. Oh shit, I did it too early. I fucked up. I should let them equip both hammers. Now they're gonna attach a hammer to an Esper Sentinel. But I forgot that this isn't a mana ability, so I can't undo it. Otherwise, I would have played that more carefully and actually like Boseiju when they equip both. Instead of being an idiot and letting him equip the Esper Sentinel. Don't do what I just did, chat. It was not good. I guess I could have waited. Yeah, you're right. I could have waited despite adding mana. Yeah, that was bad all around. Oh well. I don't think it's going to make a difference because I'm probably just going to go Grist minus. It might make a difference if they end up having... whatchamacallit. No, I couldn't have led with the second... Could I have led with the second wall? Oh yeah, I could have led with the second wall. Yeah, I made a couple of mistakes there. Don't play that turn like I played that turn. Play that turn any other way, and you will have more success than I did. Should have played the second wall, and then I should have Boseiju post equip so they don't put it on the Esper Sentinel. Those are 2 mistakes I made. Do as I say, not as I do. Now the YouTube comments are going to be up in arms. What's your last card? Oh. Oh no. Disaster. You'll never be a Yawg gamer? Alright, well disregard everything I've ever said then. For the past, like, 2 hours. What to do? Oh, what to do? I think what I'm gonna do is Chord for Hapatra. No, I just ticked up Grist because Grist was at 1, so I don't get to do that this turn. As long as I don't get a Shadow Spear, I should be able to go get Hapatra. Show me a Stoneforge Mystic, please. I said please. does please not mean anything to you anymore? We could chord for Grist, but I want to chord for Hapatra, untap Yawgmoth, and win the game. Yeah, why do I talk? Every time I talk, bad things happen. 22, huh? 23. And an Urza Saga for good measure. Alright. So I can block 2 for 4 here, plus the token, plus... No, I can only block with 1 wall. If I block here and here, I absorb 5, takes 17, plus Yawg, Hapatra, I'll go to 1. And then I plus Grist, I go to 2. And I have to spend a point of life to play the Yawg, but I gain that life back. Alright, we're chilling, I think. Absorb 5 of this 23. No, we're not chilling. Hold up. I actually have to block like this. At that point, if I'm blocking like that, maybe I just block here and here. I need to rip a land. It sucks. This was 22 and I went to 1. This would be a lot simpler. I think I have to block like that and then hope to rip a land. Alright. 1 land, please. The problem is if I block 5 and I go to 18, I'm taking 18, right? I'm going to 1. I need to draw a painless land. Seems like a lot to ask for. Maybe I should have blocked the insect as well. Hit myself at 2, because if I draw a fetch land, I'm going to be really upset now. I'm upset. Yeah, we're dead, I think. Why did they have to draw Stoneforge? They had 1 draw. Literally the only card that does anything. Still. Endurances can go. Get 1 Eldritch Evolution out of there too. That one's on me. I did open my mouth. Yeah, I think if I had... I don't think there's a way I could have blocked to preserve 2 more life. I could have preserved 1 more life by blocking with the insect token, but I needed the Dryad Arbor. And I needed the Essence Warden, and I needed one of the 2 walls. Super unfortunate. Except Snappy McSnap. Should have a good matchup here, though. I don't think we should lose the match, but they could top deck another one of those Stoneforge Mystics. I could have played around that, technically. If I'd went and gotten a second Grist and killed the Pure Steel Paladin. But I think we would have been behind on board at that point. I think it's probably pretty safe just to gamble. I'm not drawing a Stoneforge Mystic for a turn. If I kill the Pure Steel Paladin, I have 1 less creature on my board, and they still have the Ornithopter with the hammer. She's gonna come across, I have to chump it. Tough call. Opponent's mulliganing to 6. The quote Spike. Tank your time, opponent. Tank your time. There's plenty of time to go around. Got a whole 17 minutes. Card is in. Wolf, Strangleroot, and we'll attack him. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I can chord for 2 if I draw a land, I chord for 3. Play Hapatra, pass the turn, or draw a land that I can chord for 4 and win the game, probably. So this next turn is probably going to be play Hapatra, play another creature if I draw it. Pass. Oh, we don't have a Birds of Paradise, do we? We have an Arboreal Grazer. We can chord to block this if we need to. Hapatra, pass. I want to be able to leave a chord in case I need a chord for something here. That something being a 2-mana thing. Like if they animate Inkmoth, play land, attack with the Inkmoth, I'm gonna go get a Grazer and chump block. I don't die to Infect. I think I also have a Haywire Mite I can go get. So maybe I just go get Haywire Mite instead. Gain some precious life points. Just putting a Cauldron to play. In response to this, I shall chord for 1 and get an Essence Warden. And even if they have a hammer, I say that's fine. Could have also gotten a Haywire Mite there. Exile the Cauldron. I think this sets us up better for next turn. You're gonna super bonk me. Hammer on the Cauldron. I guess I probably should have just gotten Blood Artist instead, right? Blood Artist would have been better. I'm trying to be too fancy with the Essence Warden and the Hapatra, just for the sake of being fancy. When in reality, it's not something I need to do. Okie dokie. Pay 1, pay 1, pay 1, pay 1, pay 1, pay 1, pay 1. Yawgfather's here and he's angry. Alright, we're gonna draw like infinite cards here. Just gonna draw our entire deck. Eventually we'll find the Blood Artist. There's the Blood Artist. Save, always yield. As long as I don't sack the Blood Artist, we will kill them. Just going through the motions. Yeah, why do I have to click this out, opponent? Please! They just want to have us be on, like, even clock parity, I guess. They're, like, not even auto-yielded either. Just a few more clicks, opponent. Then it'll all be over. How many snakes I'm making? All of the snakes. I hope they scoop it 1. Nope, they had Reduke mentality. Never surrender, never give up. Pass the turn with them at 1. Never give up, never surrender. This hand's... I certainly wish this Arboreal Grazer was a mana dork at this point, with this hand. But it's not, so I think I have to mulligan this hand. Keep this and hope for the best. Yeah, I'll put back the Overgrown Tomb. Turn 1 aid, do they just have like turn 2 double hammer? That'd be amazing. Grazer's making more resistant to Ren and 6 and Fury, because it puts a land into play instead of being a mana dork. That's pingable. Double hammer? Single hammer. I think I want to play a Strangleroot Geist instead of holding up Boseiju. Is punished by Shadow Spear. If they also have Shadow Spear, I think they would have played last turn, probably. I'll be punished by Shadow Spear, though. That's fine. He's fine. If they have Shadow Spear, I was destined to die. I was destined to die. Actually not sure about your stance. The kind of thing, Digo, which you concede to an opponent with 2 minutes on the clock who couldn't click through their combo in time. I think it depends. If I was in a tournament with high stakes, yeah, I would make them click through it. If it were a league, I probably wouldn't care. I'd just scoop. I took like the only card I wanted to cast, so I guess I'm casting a Blood Artist. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the opponent's responsibility to play the game fast. I mean, I clicked through my combo, but I was still up on clock. Chord of Calling. Sadness. Can't even chord for Blood Arbor or for a Dryad Arbor here. Too crushed if I get Kraken wicked out of the game. It's probably gonna happen too. About a Kraken wick throw a Yargle at me. Actually timed out playing Amulet during one of the doghouses. It happens. I've timed out an MTGO before. Swing like 4 color, I think, and I timed out. I've gotten a lot faster since then, and more versed in MTGO. But it's not very hard to time out. Especially if you're playing a deck with a lot of decisions. Suspend Profane Tutor. I've definitely timed out in Legacy before, trying to resolve brainstorms. They've gotten me with the brainstorms. I'd like to draw land here. Land would be pretty nice. If they play a creature and I draw land, I win this game. Profane Tutor's got another turn to come off as a suspend, so I'm not going to get Emrakul quite yet, I don't think, unless they have the nuts. Chances are I'm going to get Emrakul next turn. I guess that was a really good draw as anti-Emrakul tech. Make Sneck go. Oh yeah, I should have been on the wolf. Yeah, you're right. 100% I should have put it on the wolf. Yep. On the wolf would have been better. They tutored and still lost. Alright, I think I take the Haywire Mite. This is a fine way to sideboard. Maybe I should take out more Chord of Callings and Eldritch Evolutions. They're a little bit slow. Also, I don't think Grist is great. Maybe I take Pylon over Grist. I think Necromentia is a little bit too slow. Because they can combo me on like turn 2. I think Endurance is going to be our powerhouse, and so is Force of Vigor. I think the pitch spells are a little bit better. But I could be wrong. Maybe Necromentia is good against them. I think you would pretty much want to reserve Necromentia for like creativity. This hand doesn't really do anything in terms of disruption. But I will keep it. Because it's a solid hand. It might just fling and murder me though. But I think I should probably mulligan this hand in the future. I want to see how this plays out, but I think this is a mulligan most of the time. Oh, never mind. I'm genius. He's a phenomenal Yawgmoth player. High endurance. Not so phenomenal Yawgmoth player anymore. Oh, they didn't take endurance? Excuse me? How do you look at this hand and not take endurance? I mean, you have a handful of Kraken. Am I gonna get wicked? Hashtag Dingo Finance. Thank you, Ragnarok, for the tier 1. Welcome back for the second month. I do subscribe to the Dingo School of Business. Not a financial advisor, by the way. But I did say buy Nisses the day I top 8'd. I said, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. But everybody should go buy Nisses. Flame Blitz. Everybody's got this Flame Blitz deck. This is like the third Flame Blitz I've run into today. Kind of wild. Hayashi's influence is spreading. I remember when Wafa was playing Flame Blitz in his control deck. Just splashing red just for the Flame Blitz, pretty much. Yeah, keep a 2-lander on the draw. Miss 3rd land. Alright, opponent. You got an Urza Saga. I have a Haywire Mite for you. Great offer. I still can't believe they didn't take Endurance. That's so crazy to me. I wonder what their hand's shaped up like if they just didn't take Endurance. I bet you it's significantly hindered by my Endurance right now. I gave up. Congratulations, believers. Prediction. Dub. What time is it, chat? 6.
Have you peaked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.